It is Saturday, July 23rd, 2022, and we are in downtown Toronto.
So we are on our way to watch the musical and Juliet, which tickets we bought a few months ago. And so we're on our way to the Princess of Wales Theatre, parking at the Roy Thomson Hall.
And we are on Mirvish Street, which is like the Broadway of Toronto.
Yeah, so it's a nice day. They set up these Muskoka chairs over here, or Adirondack chairs. And also there's a Star Walk.
Which is cool. It's hard to read.
Canadian artists.
Yeah, it's hard to read who the artists are.
I saw like Sarah Polley.
Okay. Here is the Royal Alexander Theatre.
We were supposed to watch Two Pianos, Four Hands, but instead we're going to now watch and Juliet at Princess of Wales Theatre.
Yes.
So Princess of Wales Theatre has been around for a few decades now. It's one of the newer theatres still compared to the others. And the first show it had before was Beauty and the Beast years ago.
Yes.
So we're just walking around.
So we were planning on eating here, Hey Lucy Cafe.
It didn't quite pan out. We don't know if they were just short-staffed, but we were seated promptly enough.
But no one came to serve us.
I know, they were busy serving elsewhere. So we're like, who needs to eat dinner?
Yeah, because we were going to be late for the show. We got to Hey Lucy's around 7. Our show starts at 8. They had a cool menu. I was going to have some calzones, but it didn't pan out.
Yeah. So instead, we
just walked around. We walked around. We tried to kill time walking around
the block.
And so this used to be the Famous Players, but now it's a Michael's.
Yes.
Maybe it's still a movie theater.
It's still a movie theater, but before it was an Indigo, actually.
Oh, okay. There's the Skydome
So we're actually closer to the south part of downtown Toronto. And here's back to the
Princess of Wales
Theatre. Yeah.
So here's some posters of the show.
And so this show is written by the Canadian who wrote also Schitt's Creek.
Mm-hmm.
And it's premiered in London.
Yep.
It hasn't made its way to Broadway yet, but this fall, this cast that we're watching is actually on their way to Broadway.
I think in November.
Yeah. So pretty exciting that we're seeing this cast.
Yeah, the London cast, I think, debuted in 2019.
Yep.
And they won some awards. And so this is the orchestra.
Yep. So we're seated, I don't know, row BB?
Yeah, BB. It's the second row, which is, I guess AA is the first row.
And I don't know, when I was younger, you always get some souvenirs, but I'm now,
So here's the stage, which looks pretty cool. It says and Juliet.
It's fun, it's colorful. It kind of reminds me that this cast should be wearing like a lot of super dry.
And so if you don't know and Juliet, the story is...
and the
spoiler alert.
Yes, premise is Romeo and Juliet, based by Shakespeare, but in the event that Juliet survived rather than also killed herself.
And they told the story with modern
songs
like the Backstreet Boys, Britney Spears, Pink.
And they splice all of these songs using the lyrics as dialogue, which is cool.
Katy Perry was in there, NSYNC, Celine Dion. So a lot of modern...
Or 90s.
Or, 90s, 2000s.
Yeah.
So here's a program. These are the list of songs. So as you can see, you might be familiar with some of them.
The show runs roughly 2.5 hours. That includes the 15-minute intermission.
Here's the cast. So this will also be the cast for Broadway, which is cool. That we actually saw the Broadway cast.
And they've already printed it out actually on their words over here that the main cast will be.
So Juliet was cool. She was a really great Juliet.
Yeah, very really like meant for the stage.
Yes.
The stage presence was really awesome.
And Romeo, at first I didn't know if he was going to be a main character or not, because he wasn't into the show until midway through.
Right.
And then he did become a main character.
And he also had very stellar star power.
And so
theater is getting filled.
Yeah, it's starting to fill up a bit. And this is actually the intermission.
Yep.
And so people are just going to the bathroom. We just stayed in our seats. Because we didn't eat beforehand, so we were good.
Yeah, pretty beautiful theater.
And here's a Romeo sign.
So it's very comedic, very funny, lots of good puns.
Would you recommend this show?
I do. I highly recommend it.
I would recommend it.
Superbly good.
We even got the soundtrack afterwards. Well, on iTunes.
So we left roughly around 10:30, 11.
And there was a lot of traffic.
Yes.
But here is the merchandise.
Yeah.
For and Juliet. We have some shirts with all the songs on them, which is pretty cool. We didn't get any souvenirs though. And some buttons.
So lots of Katy Perry songs too.
Yep. I Kissed the
But
Girl.
it is a very fun show. I actually got some tickets for my mom for next weekend for her birthday, and I suggested she take Mason.
Yeah, Mason will like this. And so this is the billboards at night. They really pop.
Yep.
And so these are the actresses and actors.
And it's cool with the stage design. It's very much like Hamilton with the circular motion of stage play, so it can show lots of action.
I wasn't sure how the second row was gonna be because I thought that we'd be looking up, but it wasn't bad. We actually saw them really up close.
Yep. So there's Shakespeare and his wife Anne Hathaway, who during the whole show had their input for how it should play out.
And then we're just looking for
the entrance for parking,
which was kind of hard to find, so we just had to walk through the
garage
door.